Hi, John Marshall, the DrillMaster. I had a private message from an individual who wanted me to see the Thai style of marching. Now let me see. There we go. Massive massive formations here. Now that's interesting. Look at that arm swing there. Just a flat hand with a cut across to the center of the body, just bending from the elbow and then back to the side. Very interesting. Let me see if I can get a little farther along. There we go. Look at all those arms swinging there with the white gloves against looks like a fatigue uniform. Now, got to stop right here. So, in other countries, perfectly acceptable. Oh, interesting finial there. Very decorative. In other countries, it's very acceptable to put the flag over the shoulder. Russia, for example, does that constantly, and it looks like the Thai military does it as well. So, fine, not a problem. For us as Americans, absolutely not. No way should that ever happen. Never, ever. Wow. That's immense. Absolutely immense. Now, we have some big parade fields here in the U.S. at Army posts, Marine Corps bases, Air Force bases for a while actually had a parade field, and eventually those went away because we, in the Air Force, we really, well, I don't think anybody really marches anymore, except the Marine Corps. They seem to have it's a smaller concentration, but they still have some concentration on drill and ceremonies, which I actually very much appreciate. It's our foundation. It really is. Now, it's the foundation for the military, definitely. Everything we do is based off of military drill and ceremonies. Huh. Interesting. I love the vehicles. That's wild. Huh. So what about others? Is military drill ceremonies really that important for others? I'm going to turn this down completely for me. It's probably still playing a little bit for you. Yeah, it is. So hopefully it's not too since it's the Thai language. And congratulations to you if you can understand the Thai language if you're not Thai. But anyway, is military drill and ceremonies really that important? Yes, it is. If you're going to be in a cadet program, if you're going to be in some sort of military offshoot program, like Extreme Military Challenge is one of those programs, then yep, drill and ceremonies is going to be very necessary. It's the foundation of everything else that we do. Now, what about, let's say, junior ROTC cadets? They're in the program for a few years, 4 years max, and then they graduate and they go off into the business world. What on earth does drill and ceremonies have to do with the rest of their life? Plenty, honestly. It has plenty to do with the rest of their life, because you learn certain principles. And I'm just not talking about, okay, I can do a right face, or I can go to present arms with a rifle, big deal. I'm not talking about that. Yeah, sure, you learn certain skills. Well, I'm talking about the principles that we learn through military drill and ceremonies. And just when I was up in Washington, D.C. last, I had the distinct privilege of addressing the battalion at Marine Barracks, Washington. And one of the things I told the Marines there was that even though there is sometimes a violent hatred of military drill and ceremonies by some, whether they're interesting. The side, bringing the foot to the side and then bringing it in for that heel slam, the heel click. So I wonder if those are the Thai equivalent to guidons. Huh. Anyway, back to the principles. The principles we learn carry us through every aspect of life. We learn response to commands. We learn a bit of coordination. Coordination can help us in many areas. We learn leadership, followership, teamwork, all kinds of different principles that we can apply to many areas of our life. So we don't have to watch him tie string onto I get it. It's okay. Yeah. I understand. Okay. It's a culturally significant. Understood. So I really appreciate this video. I think this is just fantastic. Oh, so I wonder if that was some sort of blessing for those flags that were brought into the room, because it looks like and again, I'm not sure if they're guidons, but it looks like they brought them back out again. I'm sorry, flipping through this really quickly. There go the officers, it looks like. Well, we're here, so all right. Yeah, they brought their I bet you they're unit guidons, or at least unit identifying flags. And notice they carry swords as well. So the sword application for the guards, that's very historic, when the ensign was carried by the ensign, and that was a naval tradition, and it carried over for the other services as well in some countries. So if you were sea-based, then you had an officer, an ensign, carrying or at least an officer in training. I'm watching the arm swing there. So the arm does come backward behind the body. I thought they just cut it just to the side there. So and those flags are smaller, not like our national or organizational flags. Huh. Very interesting. Oh, a gate turn. So those are herald trumpets. Herald trumpets have the very long, extended tubing at the end, just before the bell, and they produce a warm sound. So see the turn there. I would assume that is the parade staff. And everybody's moving to pass in review. So, band coming down. Notice that the band just marches forward and then turns. Whereas, and I wonder if others are going to do the same thing. They're marching to their flank. Skip a bit ahead. There we go. What an interesting development of the formations there. Hopefully they go up a little higher. No, it's more about the pass and review and not necessarily the formations. Oh, and a monk blessing. So I definitely a culturally significant parade. That it is very interesting that the arm swing forward is pretty relaxed-ish. It's still formal, but then the arm swing back is much sharper and forceful. So I wonder why the fatigue uniform and not a dress uniform. Oh, it looks like maybe unit buglers. And it looks like there's buglers in front of each formation. You know, one thing about this step style is that it takes forever to cover a significant amount of ground. You are a little bit early on your arm swing forward. So I don't remember the name of the individual who sent this video link to me, but thank you so much. This is really quite interesting. I really appreciate that. And congratulations, Thai military, on your, let's see, your 66th anniversary. What a fantastic display. Very interesting. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Oh, back to the herald trumpets.
สัญญาณแตรที่เป่านี้เรียกว่าแตรแฟนแฟร์เป่าสัญญาณเลิกผู้บังคับกองก่อนที่จะได้สั่งกองผสมแบกอาวุธครับ
Preparations for parades like this take a long time. Just like cadets who practice their regulation drill sequence or their exhibition drill sequence or their color guard performance. It's the same thing. Because it's necessary. We look at things like this. If they're going to be this sharp in something as relatively simple as drill and ceremonies, do we really want to mess with them? Well, thanks again.